Yeah. Sounds like Peter Griffin. Yeah. All right, here we go. No more games, you guys. No more games. Okay? I'm tired of games. Little baby games. We're gonna work. We're gonna do this. We're gonna make it real weird. My name is Jose Trujillo. For those of you who don't know, I happen to be the world's greatest living artist. What's happening, Tiago? Tiago knows that, huh, Tiago? You know that I'm the world's greatest living artist. I'm gonna start another painting just to prove that. Baby, I gotta prove it. Baby, I gotta prove it. I gotta prove that I'm the world's greatest living artist. Yeah, I gotta prove it. Prove it. Maybe you know that I gotta prove it. You know that I gotta prove that I'm the world's greatest living artist. Baby, you know. Good evening, what's happening? Dude, where are all my beautiful people at? What's happening? Let's go weird, dude. What's up, Chris? Tinta Poesía. Afternoon, Jose here to thank you for the beginning, for everything. You've been my mentor since the beginning, and today I just shipped my first international sale. Can't thank you enough. Oh, I love that. I love that. Here, let me wave. Man, I'm gonna wave, man. Congratulations on that. See, that's why I'm the world's greatest living artist, Thiago. That's why, cause I'm all about giving the love, man. Giving that love and stuff. Gotta give the love. Dude, that's all I'm about, man. A lot of people don't know that that's my je ne sais quoi is to give some love. I gotta go get Daniel. All right, baby. Thank you. I'll see you. Hey. Love you. I gotta give some love away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Give him some love. You guys don't even know what's up with me. Give me some love. You guys don't even know what's up with me. Janine, hello, Janine. How are you? That we need to congratulate. We need to do a Tinta Poesía. We need to do a. Can you DM me Tinta Poesía? That way I can feature you on my stories, and I don't know, make a story about it or something, because I think it'll be super cool to share that. As a matter of fact, let me screen grab this. Boom. And then that way I can be like, oh my God, guess what, guys? And then maybe some people will go follow you because of that, you know? Never know. Please, no more singing. Just paint and speak. Coastal flow. Don't do that to me. I will sing a song for you. Just for you, coastal flow and stuff. Man, I thought people love my singing. I thought the singing is all I got, man. Look at that. Some little boats. All right, love that. Yeah, please do DM me, and then I'll make a story. You know, I want to make a story about it because I think those stories are worth sharing. They're worth the love. Give you some more love that way. And stuff. Man, today's been a good day. I've been doing all kinds of cool stuff. Some good paintings. We're selling Chris's work. It's been up for auction. Chris's watercolor paintings. Some sweet watercolor paintings. Because I told you guys this, right? What we're trying right now is we're trying a new phase in Jose Trujillo studio. We are auctioning other people's work as well in the Jose Trujillo studio. Okay, this is a new thing we're trying. I've been talking about this for a little while. If you're an artist and you got some salt, if you're salty, not salty like mad, but if you're any good at painting, I want to hear from you. Okay, I want to hear from you. because I may be able to auction your work on my platform. Do you just start painting randomly, or do you paint content which is selling? No, I never go for content that's selling. It messes with my psyche. Keep singing, you might go viral like the Island Boys. Island Boys. Dude, the Island Boys did go viral, huh? Oh my god.
Talking about those Island Boys?
Yeah, it's like, ay. I'm an island boy. Oh my god, those
If it really was just that easy to be that famous.
Marcel, we should do like a video to go viral. I don't know. What should we do, Marcel? I need to do something ridiculous because it's the only way to go viral.
Something criminal.
Something criminal.
Kidding, Instagram. We're not criminals. Joking.
Marcel's throwing some. You're doing the difficult stuff, Marcel.
You said you want to be famous.
Oh man. No, I just start painting. I just kind of do it. Wonderful colors of Chris. Yeah, Chris's work is really great. Do that real with your paintings of people. Excellent. Oh, I love that. I have some watercolor for you. Corinne, DM me. I want to see your work. You guys got to make sure to DM me though. Alicia's like, I'll be very, very quiet. Don't be quiet, Alicia. I need you right now. Let's see. Ola says I sold my first big painting yesterday in the Parisian exhibition. Thanks, folks. Oh la la! Congratulations, dude. That's awesome. Congratulations. Yes. Do a what parody of the Island Boys with paintbrushes on your head. That'll give me like 15 seconds of fame. I need to do something that'll I don't know, guys. I was thinking about showing some skin. I was thinking about showing like painting and I don't know, in like shorts or something. Be like, yeah, I'm super good looking and stuff. Do some of that stuff. I don't know. Me and my dad bod be like, yeah, I got this TikTok. It's the only thing, guys. It's the only thing. That's what Seth Godin says. You know, Seth Godin's like, if you study any marketing, it ends up being very weird. It ends up going into the weird. And so, who knows, guys? It might just work for me. What is it? Tiago's like not selling anything, unfortunately. I'm restricted on IG until the 13th. They think I'm a spammer because I'm annoying. Hey, it's okay, dude. You gotta spam. No, I'm just joking. No spamming. No, Instagram will block you because you're busy. Instagram blocks you when you're busy. It just does. You kind of have to figure out. Any platform will block you if you're busy. You have to figure out how often you can do it and how much of it you can do it. You can't go overboard. Well, I would recommend you going overboard so that you can find the limits, right? I've been blocked from posting on Instagram for lots of times. I just don't tell anybody. I'm like, oh yeah, I wasn't. You know, when you don't see me around, I've probably been blocked. If you don't see me around, it's probably because I've been blocked. Because I used to just go hard on Instagram on the likes and comments. Guys, how do you think you get followers if your artwork is not? I don't know, if your artwork may not be popping. How do you think you get followers? You gotta go hard on this whole liking and commenting thing. You more than likely will not get followers by making lives or making stories. You'll get some here and there, but you get followers by becoming interested in people. You have to become interested. To be interesting, you have to be interested first. You have to be highly interested. And highly interested, it's a lot of emotional energy. A lot of physical and emotional energy. It's all that wear and tear, guys. I don't know. I might just go on TikTok and start singing, like, put some cowboy. I told you guys this the other day, man. Put some cowboy boots. Wear some dirty underwear. What they call it, the old man underwear, and some cowboy boots, and like, I don't know. Sing a song. Not even paint. Nobody cares about my painting on TikTok. I'm just gonna sing. I'm gonna get a guitar and start singing something. Maybe I'll sing the Island Boys song with an electric guitar. I mean it. They can't tell the difference, chicks. Yeah. Baby steps, yeah. Baby steps, baby steps. Yeah, I don't know, guys. It's just, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Gotta do what you gotta do. Look at this. Ooh la la. Look at this painting. Ooh la la, Jose. You're so amazing, Mundo Jose. How come you're so great, man? I don't know, guys. It's just the way it is, you know? I didn't choose the art world. The art world chose me. Don't forget the black socks. I'm gonna wear one of those. Have you guys ever seen those ridiculous Mexican pointy boots? You guys ever seen those? It became like a some fashion somewhere. I don't know. Those huge long tip Mexican pointy boots. Somebody made them viral somewhere. Anyways, I'm gonna buy some of them. I'm gonna find them. I'm gonna wear them. I'm gonna wear a charro hat, some Mexican pointy boots. I'm gonna come out and like little shorts or something, you know, and be like, yeah, man, I'm awesome and stuff. I don't know. I gotta do something, guys. Whatever I'm doing on TikTok, it's not working. I promise you that. At first, I thought, oh yeah, I just gotta post material, but TikTok doesn't work that way. If you just post material, you go nowhere. You get nowhere. Whereas Instagram, if you post, you also get nowhere. But Instagram, you can actually go and engage with people. On TikTok, yeah, they don't follow you because you go and engage with people necessarily. I don't think so. Well, how would I know? I don't even have a following on TikTok. I have a following, but I don't have engagement. TikTok dropped me. It loved me and then it dropped me. It was bad. I felt sad the moment it dropped me. I asked my son, dude, what happened? He's like, dude, TikTok's that way, man. I told you not to buy into the hype. Because I got into the hype. I was like, yeah, I'm a TikTok influencer. And then my son's like, dude, don't buy into the hype because it's gonna drop you. Watch. I was like, why do you have to be so negative, dude? It did drop me. Does anybody know a lot about it? I don't know. Who knows? In France, I saw that in the 80s. Nice. That was a big thing. It was a big thing then. I'm doing a giveaway for right now, and I'm just not. It's just not happening for me. Yeah. Well, look, so I'm going to be honest with you guys. Anything that you do without, like when somebody says, hey, giveaways work, it won't work if you're doing one or two here and there. Especially when you're late to the game of the giveaway. Like, giveaways were like such a huge thing, like maybe 4 or 5 years ago. They still are. You can still do it, and it will work. But it will not work if you're... Giveaways don't work if you do it every now and then. You have to do it like... You have to do something like maybe once a month. By the way, I wouldn't just do giveaways. I said this the other day. I would go and contact micro influencers and tell them if they like your painting, or give them something. I don't know. Most of them don't take money anymore because they're all afraid. Give them something. And have them do a shout out for you. Micro-influencers. What do I mean by micro-influencers? People that have, at least 5,000 people following them, but that the people are engaged. So don't just look at the count of followers. It's got to be engaged people, right? Micro-influencers are probably the way to go, but you have to do lots of them. Where bigger influences, micro-influencers, I would do like 100 of those. Like 100 of those people that have 5,000 followers. And then I wouldn't stop. I would continue doing it. But I would do like 100 of them. So that means that you would have to like reach out to like a good 2,000-3,000 of them in order for 100 deals to go through. Okay, I'm just giving you some numbers here. Yeah, it's a lot of work, guys. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. The reason, it's not that it's clever. It's not clever work. It's hard work. The reason why most people don't do it, it's because people are looking for clever work. Clever work is not measurable. Hard work is. You can measure hard work, but you can't measure clever work. Like quote unquote smart work is very difficult to measure. Because most of the time, you were at the right place at the right time. You got lucky. Somebody, one of the influencers shared your stuff, and now you're riding momentum. But eventually, even momentums, fall eventually. Because if you don't keep pushing or giving it, if you don't keep giving it, what do they call it? Fuel, it'll eventually cease to exist. You have to continue giving it fuel. Look at that painting, guys. I agree. I've gotten a lot of followers by engaging. Engaging is the single best way. Is the single best way to get followers. There's nothing. And not only do you get followers, you get real followers. It's the single best way to get followers. Going, liking, and commenting. It just takes time. It takes time. It takes time. I'm looking to hire someone here, at least part-time, maybe 6 hours a day, to engage on my behalf. Hi, I'm so-and-so. I'm from Jose Trujillo's art studio. Just want to reach out. I don't want to do it with bots because that's not going to work, and you get banned for doing that. I need to do it with real human beings, and I don't want to do it from somewhere else. It needs to be right here in my studio. It needs to be clean. It needs to be real, right? I don't like schemy stuff. Nobody does. It needs to be real. I'm reaching out from Jose Trujillo's art studio. What's happening? Just wanted to say hi. Hey, Jose Trujillo asked me to reach out to you. And pay someone to do that, 6 hours a day. Possibly 2 people doing that 6 hours a day, 6 days a week. And you get blocked too. You only get blocked if you don't measure. You have to measure. You will get blocked, but you have to measure. What do I mean by measure? Well, you guys don't know that I'm a ninja when it comes to this kind of ish. You have to measure. You have to realize, okay, how many comments did I do? How fast did I type them? You gotta measure everything, man. If you don't measure stuff, you won't know what to do. Did you know that you have to type slow in order to not get blocked right away? Did you know that you have to time how many times you say something? Did you know that every time that you say something, it's got to be legit? Because if you keep copy and pasting, you get blocked right away. Did you know how many times you can do it, by the way? Let's say that you find out that you can do it for 10 or 15 minutes without stop. Do you know that you have to wait at least an hour before you engage again? For 10 or 15 minutes? So that only gives you you can only do that about 3 or 4 times an hour. Engaging. So it's 15, 15, 15, right? You can only do it like not per hour, but like you engage for 15 minutes and then you wait an hour. Engage another 15 minutes, wait an hour. By the way, it depends on everyone's Instagram stuff. It depends on everyone's engaging and how many followers you got and how many people. But you have to find out. You have to find that out in your own Instagram account. And you can only do it by engaging, by figuring out. Like, oh no, I did it too much. I'm gonna get blocked. And so, dude, I'm ready to do things in a big way, but I'm afraid. I've been afraid since I can remember. I've been afraid of doing things in a big way. You know why I get afraid? Because when you do things bigger, you're responsible for the bigger things, right? If you do things and they don't work, you're still responsible. But you could say, well, at least I can start over and I can try something else. But when you're including now you're going to hire people, you're going to pay them. Now you're going to get other people's work to auction. You know, when you're doing things like that, now fear comes in. You know, the fear comes in because now you're responsible for all these other things. If I'm doing something, I'm hiring someone and I got to pay that person, right? And if it doesn't work, not only it didn't work, but I had to pay that person, and now I have to find something else for that person to do, or not need him anymore, right? I'm responsible now. I'm responsible, and so it makes you think twice before you do something. Let me do another one. It's not like, oh, it didn't work, you know, goodbye, go home. No, now I told this person, you know, that I needed their help. And what if it doesn't work after a month? El miedo es el peor enemigo. Sí, es cierto. Yeah. And then we're sad. Yeah. And so this has happened to me. I've hired people to help me many times. And many times I have to go and walk to people and say, I'm sorry, this is not going to work out. If I was a manager, I'd be like, yeah, this hurts, but it's kind of part of my job, you know. I need to hire, but I'm not a manager. I'm looking to hire people to help me reach a goal, you know. Let me put another painting there. I'm looking to hire people to help me reach a goal. And now I've committed myself, and I've gotten people to commit with me. Those of you who have any small businesses, you know what I'm talking about. You know how difficult it is every time that you're working. You're not working thinking about yourself. You're working thinking about how you're going to pay the person that's helping you, or how you're going to pay the services, or how you're going to pay the rent of your location. It's a whole different deal. You're not just thinking about you anymore. And so all those things add up. And if you don't know how to manage your stress levels, it will fuck with you. Why do you think I put Tibetan bells? It's all about people, yeah. Yeah. And so you are responsible, you know. You are responsible, and so the fear creeps in a little bit. But at the same time, you're not going to go anywhere without, you know, with having fear. Having fear, you're not going to get anywhere. This is why a lot of people don't like business people. This is the reason why. I think this is one of the main reasons why. Because they're like, oh, they just kind of hire and then they let you go. And then, well, the only reason they let you go is because it's not working anymore. That's the only reason. If it was working, they would never let you go. They would keep you there forever. And I think that's one of the many reasons, if not the main reason, people don't usually don't like people that do business, right? They're like, oh, money hungry business person. Da, 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 da. You know, I'm not talking about like the crazy ones, like the Elon Musks and the Bezos. I think almost nobody likes those. I'm not talking about those. The ones that hire a bunch of people and pay them nothing. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about the average small business owner, the average person that is trying to put a gig together. You know, I think that's why a lot of people are not liked for that reason. It's like, oh, they hire me, but then they didn't need me, and you know, you go work for someone, and I remember when I was younger, I used to go work for someone, and then they're like, yeah, dude, I'm not gonna have work for the next 3 months, sorry, and I remember being upset, you know, they're like, oh man, you know, you have work for me for the next 3 months, and I really need the job, and it's like, I look back now and I'm like, yeah, he probably didn't have work, he probably didn't have work, he probably couldn't make payroll. Chris says, my paintings are getting some good responses at auction this week. I love that. I gotta keep an eye on that. It's all eBay traffic, by the way, guys. This is what I wanted to do. I wanted to put them on eBay traffic, because eBay traffic is buying traffic. Right? Just like Etsy traffic, it's buying traffic. I'm not saying that Instagram traffic is not buying traffic. It is, but you have to sell it on Instagram, really, for the most part. If you want to, it's a lot harder to take people from Instagram to another platform. They will go because they love you, but the vast majority won't. The vast majority of people won't, unless you have a tight following. But the vast majority of people won't do it because that's not where they buy art, right? That's not where they buy art. The eBay buyer buys art on eBay. The Amazon buyer buys it on Amazon. The Saatchi art buyer buys it on Saatchi art, and on and on. So you got to talk to the people. You got to talk to the people where they're buying. Dude, I'm so excited about that. This is gonna be awesome, Chris. I can really feel it. I can feel it because your work is good. That's why I'm looking for people, man. I'm looking for people with some of that kick-ass talent. And by the way, you might not think you got talent. I want to see your work either way. If it's not right now, it could be later. Okay? Because I'm starting with only a handful of artists. I already got Diana's work too. We're gonna set something up also. And I'm excited. I'm excited because I think it's going to be a really good gig for all of us. For the people that are buying the work, they're getting original work, okay, at extremely good prices, because it's auction, right? That's why they love the auction. And that's original work. That's not like prints or anything like that. We're only selling original work. And then so that's a win. That's the main win. If the people don't win, if the buyer doesn't win, the business doesn't work. The buyer needs to win, always. For this thing to work, the buyer needs to win. The first person that needs to win, it's the buyer. Because it's the one that keeps the whole thing going. And so I always center around the buyer. Is the buyer happy? Are we giving them kick-ass original artwork that they can't get almost anywhere unless they pay 10 times or more? All right, cool. And then the artist has to win, right? Because otherwise the artist is not going to want to do it again. The artist has to win. That's why I keep talking about a cash flow. I'm not talking about selling artwork at retail prices, guys. I'm talking about making an honest living selling artwork via the auction. And then I got to keep this real, guys. Okay, the house has to win a little bit. I need to get something in there too. After paying everything and paying all the bills, I need to take something there too. The house needs to win. So we need to keep it real. None of that hidden agenda BS, right? How people, I hate it when people talk about it. They're like if they're trying to do something good for others without them talking about how they're also trying to do something good for themselves. This has to be an all-win. If all of us don't win, none of us win. This has to be everybody wins. The artist has to win. The buyer has to win for sure. Number one, the buyer has to win. Second, the artist has to win. And third, the broker has to win. Buyer, artist, broker, in that sequence. Let's see. Yeah, this is how it happens. You're gonna realize that paintings that you love might not capture people's attention at all. Paintings that you think that you're like, oh, I did a good job, might catch fire. All of a sudden, people go bananas and they want to offer you $300-400 at auction, right? It's a hit or miss. You never know, but we have to keep playing in order to find to dial in what works. Dude, I'm excited. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. And this is another reason why I'm looking for artists, because I believe that the more of us in a single platform, in a single shop, because there's a lot of artists in the same platform, but see, they're not working together. They're not working together. What I want to do is I want to work together with all these artists in a single platform, and then in the middle of that, in a single shop. And now we're really talking. We'll be doing something cool. I look forward to that. I really do. And all the work is professional, great work, curated by me. I'm curating artwork. I'm looking at the artist. I'm the one who's curating it. You know, no one else. Why? Because I've sold artwork there for nearly 10 years. And so I have a pretty good idea about what my buyer wants, right? The eBay buyer that's been buying my work for the past 10 years. I have a pretty good idea about what they want. Could I be wrong? Yes, I could. And we're going to find out. But right now, I'm going with my instincts. I'm going with what I know right now. And so that makes me excited. I'm like, hell yeah, dude. It's like an online gallery on eBay. Exactly. And the price points are auction. Which I think that's like the secret to my the quote unquote secret to my gig there on eBay is that I brought the best possible work I could paint, right? Given the time, right? Given the time, the best possible work I can paint, and I set it to auction. I start the auctions at $1. Every auction starts at $1. So far, every auction, no reserve. There's nothing. You could win it at $1, by the way. A lot of people don't because there are some fighters out there, some people who want the painting more than you do. But all the auctions start at $1. They all do. All the ones I do, with no reserve. There's no hidden price. There's no reserve not met, so therefore I won't sell it to you. There's none of that. If I say at $1 with no reserve, that's what's happening. And so I've sent lots of paintings. I've sent over 60,000 art pieces out into the marketplace, out into people's hands, to collectors' hands. Over 60,000 just on eBay. Okay? You don't believe me? Go check out my stories. I highlighted it. 60,000 art pieces sold just on eBay by me, just by me. So I can't wait till I start participating and bringing in other awesome artists like Chris. I can't wait because I think it's going to be super kick-ass. I think a good handful of us are gonna make things pretty damn interesting in the art market. I really do think so. And you know, again, I wanna be able to bring in the best possible work. That's why it's being curated. I know a lot of people sell stuff on eBay, but they just kind of throw whatever. That's not us. That's not what I'm doing. It's going to be work by professionals who want to make who want to be able to make a cash flow and possibly make a living the way that I've done it. If they're motivated enough, if they're driven enough, they can make a living. And by the way, if you're a professional artist and you're not looking to make a living, but you want to participate in my auctions on eBay, simply to get marketing, you can just send one painting. You don't have to be a full-time artist, or you don't have to, even if you're a full-time artist, you don't have to send all of your work or a lot of your work. You can send one painting a week, one painting a month. I don't care. I just believe in numbers. I believe that the more of us, we're going to capture people's attention, the art buyers' attention. I really do. I really believe in this project. Heck yeah. I really do believe in this project, and I think it's going to be super kick-ass. And that's why fear creeps in, right? That's why my fears creep in, because I'm now thinking about, not just about myself. I'm thinking about Chris. I'm thinking about the other artists that I'm looking to work with as well. And but you know what? That's what matters, right? It's always about people. This world functions because of people. We're led to believe that machinery and AI and none of it is going to matter if there's no people around for it. None of it is going to matter. We need people. It's like, oh, we have this self-driving car. Well, yeah, but it's not going to matter, right? If the car's not taking people around to be driven. This whole thing, it doesn't matter how we flip it. It's always about people. Look at that painting. Man, this painting's coming out good. Sweet. Sounds very exciting. It is. Luz, I want to hear from you too. What's the project, says Claire. The project is that I'm looking to get artists, professional artists that sell artwork or that want to sell artwork. I want to get them to join my eBay auctions. That's the project. And we're going to be lifting it slowly but surely. I don't want to run into it. I'd rather march. I'm going to march into it. Chris knows, because Chris sent me his work a while ago, and I've been talking about this for over maybe over a year, 2 years now. And I've been thinking about it for over 5 years. I've been thinking about it for over 5, talking about it for over 2, and we recently started. And I'm starting with a handful of artists. However, I want to march into it because I think it's going to be a really kick-ass thing if we bring in a curated artwork the way that I've been doing it on eBay, and create an opportunity for other artists as well, and possibly cash flow. I will be talking to artists. I will be sharing. Hey, this is what I've done. If you wanna make a buck here and there, this is what you do. But if you wanna make some income, this is what I'm suggesting, because this is what I've done. You know, I've sold millions of dollars on eBay, and so it kind of makes me of artwork, right? It kind of makes me a little bit of an expert on the thing. And so, and then we'll take it somewhere else, right? It doesn't just have to be eBay. We'll take it somewhere else. As soon as this thing starts marching, we'll take it somewhere else. We'll keep doing eBay because I'm a believer that you keep things the way they are when they're working. Don't spoil them. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. A lot of people tell me, I don't like eBay, I want to get out of eBay. Okay, you leave eBay, dude. eBay's been working for me for almost 10 years now. I ain't leaving it. But I have gotten in other places where I've monetized other places as an artist, right? I've been able to sell my work. And then we'll do things like commissions for those of you who want to do commissions, and then we'll do Cherish, we'll do Saatchi. The thing is that my idea is that I want us to do this in numbers. This whole thing works in numbers. You know, I've already done the whole me thing. I've done me already. I've been able to make a full-time income and take care of me and my family. I've done that already. I think it's time to do something a little bigger. Yeah. It is exciting. I'm pretty excited too. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And then I got some other ideas that I'll be sharing with you guys, with artists, right? That I'm talking to people who do pottery. I'm talking to sculptors. I'm talking to other artists and artisans. And I wanna see, there is a way of doing this without going into artists. It's very simple. There is a way of doing it. Okay? I've been told this many times. I have family members who have large businesses, and I've been coached by other people, by business gurus, quote unquote. There is a way of doing it. All you got to do is go to another country, right? There is a way of doing it. I don't want to do that. I don't. There is a way of doing it without involving anyone else, and I can do this whole deal on my own. But I don't want to do that. I want the thing to have spirit. I want the whole thing to have spirit. I want it to have soul. And I want people to be excited about original artwork. Here, let me put my Tibetan bowls. I want people to be excited about original artwork from artists they can see, they can recognize, from artists they can put their finger on and say, I know that artist. Dude, I know Chris. Dude, Chris is selling there. That's awesome. I want a handbag designed by your lovely wife. Lizette and I have been talking about that. I want to get my hands on designer handbags and paint on them. We've been talking about it. Just a handful, maybe like 10 of them, 10 pieces. No more than that, you know. Some designer handbags. I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna get Gucci pieces or something. I don't know. Who knows? But create artwork on them. All right. Who knows? It doesn't have to be Gucci or anything like that, but we've been talking about it for a while too. All of this stuff excites me. I like this whole idea of a large art studio. It's always excited me. You know, you read about Rembrandt, you read about Raphael. They all had like 50 people working in their studio. So that's something that I'm looking forward to too. This coming year, that's like it's my ultimate goal to bring in. It's my ultimate goal to bring in. You like abstract watercolor? It doesn't really matter what the artwork is, as long as it fits certain criteria in terms of skill. The skill has to be there. It doesn't matter whether it's abstract or whatever. I just need to know that the artist is a working artist right now, right? That's what I'm really interested in, because then that means that they're committed. La Familia, dude, I love that. And so this whole thing excites me. I'm like, hell yeah, dude! I think we can do something cool. Uno más, you guys. Uno más. Uno más. And just like that one, I got all kinds of projects. I mean, I'm crazy. I got all kinds of projects that I'm looking to work on. And you know, God willing, if I'm still healthy and I still have life, I'll start hitting those projects. I got projects of doing sculpture and working with sculptors, bronze. Believe it or not, I got all kinds of crazy projects. From wood sculptures, bronze, all kinds of things, guys. Expensive stuff and stuff that is not so expensive. It's just my mind being happy, right? Just generating ideas. That's all I do all the time. I feel like a kid. I feel like a kid who just wants to play. And I think it's time to start making some of these things a reality. By the way, some things work and some things don't. I wanted to teach, right? I wanted to teach. That didn't work out. Not for me. I didn't feel like it was. Once I started doing it and I kept doing it, I was like, yeah, you know what I didn't like? I didn't like monetizing it. So next time you guys see me try to teach something, I'm gonna give it away for free. I'm not gonna monetize it. I think that's what I didn't like about it. The fact that I was monetizing it, that I was charging people. I didn't like that part because it put a different energy into it, you know, a sort of worried energy of, oh man, I hope this works. I'm spending so much time on this, and then I thought about it and I was like, I'm gonna drop this right now, but I've been thinking about picking it up also, you know, in some near future, and I'm like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna open up the Trujillo Teachable again. But it's going to be free. The whole thing's going to be free. Gratuito, pro bono. Where you can learn all the things that I've learned. Okay, super interested. I send a lot to Edith and would love another platform. Absolutely. Make sure to DM me. That way I have your info. You were a great teacher. Oh, thank you so much, Alicia. And I want to do that, right? I want to be able to help and teach people and show them what I got, you know, like some of the stuff that I know, and get them interested in going and running their own races, you know, doing their own thing, getting into it. Yeah, I like Edith too, Claire. I sent stuff to Edith all the time. I like Edith too. The only thing that I'm talking to some Edith buyers right now is the revolve is not there. So for example, on eBay, the revolve is very quick. All right, 10 days, boom. 10 days, boom, 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 boom. On eBay, they decide when they auction and how fast and how many pieces. The way I want to do it is the way I do it for myself. That's how I want to do it for other artists. I sort of have a little thing working for me. And so that's how I want to do it. Look at this. Oh la la. Thank you so much, Alicia. I really appreciate that. Let's see. Corinne says, I'm working all damn day. Nice. You got the skills? Good. Yeah, that's all I'm really interested in. Because if the skills aren't there, the artwork is a lot of hit or miss. The less skills there are, the more hit or miss it is. And so I've noticed that. I pay attention to artists. I've noticed that in my own sales career, selling artwork. I moved my skills from one side to another. I've always been able to paint. I've always been able to do. I used to do portrait painting, but sometimes you try different things. I tried Fauvism. That didn't work. Fauvism did not work for the eBay auctions. Not the way I was doing it. I tried different things. I would, as an artist, you're always experimenting and you're trying different things. And then finally, I got tired of it, and I just started working a lot more on my skill set in one particular style, which is the one you're seeing here. And this is the one that started picking up for me in a really good way. By the way, not just on eBay, but everywhere else that I show it, I'm able to sell it. I'm able to get commissions. I get an average of about 3 commissions a day. And I don't get more, quite frankly, because I can't get them done, which is one of the reasons why I want to bring artists into my studio. So the way I'm tackling this is in 2 ways. One is I want to get artists so that I can auction their work on my platform, right? They're using their name, it's their art, it's their thing. All I'm doing is just auctioning work for them. That's all. The other way that I'm doing this, that I'm tackling this thing, is I want to get artists to work here in my studio, like the old studios, and some of the new ones too. Like how Damien Hirst does it, how Jeff Koons does it. Bring in artists in here that will paint under my name. They will be my artist studios, my studio artists, and that way we can get done the work that I can't get done on my own. I have a lot of work, and I could do a lot more work, but I can't get it all done by myself. Now, some people say, well, that's simple. It's very simple. Just raise the prices. Everybody says that as if everybody understands the art market. Or we all say weird things. If I had $1 every time someone told me that, just raise the prices. Well, why don't you go to Toyota and say, with all these cars that you're selling, Toyota, I'm gonna clear this thing out for you, Toyota. Why don't you just sell your $30,000 cars at $300,000, and then you're set. You're good to go, Toyota. You don't need all those workers. You don't need all those plants. You don't need all of that energy. Just raise the price to $300,000, Toyota, per car. Or better yet, why don't you raise to $3 million or $30 million a car? And so if it was that simple, right, that easy, everybody would be doing it. No, the reason why I have so much work is because a lot of the work is affordable, right? It's great work, and a lot of it is affordable. A lot of it is not. I have $10,000, $20,000 pieces that are not as affordable as an eBay auction. And so I need artists, right? I need artists to help me. That's another way that I'm going to be doing it. I'm going to be behaving that's my plan anyways. Like the big studios. But will I think I have a Trujillo, but it's actually painted by someone else? No, you will have a Trujillo. You will have a Trujillo that is under my supervision here. By the way, you will have that information. You will have that information. But the only thing that will happen is that if you want a Trujillo painted by me, it's probably going to cost 2-3 times more, right? Because now my time is going to be limited. And so this is what has always happened. This is not new, guys. This is as old as the Renaissance, possibly older. It's just that most people they're not educated on this thing, And so we were not educated on this. And so this idea of the loner artist, I've done that already. I sold over 60,000 art pieces on eBay, painted by these puppies, right? And there's a lot more demand, and so I'm gonna need some help. This is the same thing that Jeff Koons does. This is the same thing that Damien Hirst does. This is the same thing that Rembrandt did. Michelangelo, Da Vinci, Kehinde Wiley. It's the same thing. It's bringing in artists and orchestrating something that comes out of my studio. Margaret says, have to do a week workshop and we will stay in hotel so we can be in your studio. Oh, nice. Which I think my work is going to the work that I'm painting with my hands will inevitably go up in value. Simply because of that, right? The idea of now you have real limitation. It's not perceived limitation anymore. Now you have real limitation. It came out of Jose Trujillo's art studio, but did he paint it, right? And I could say the same thing that all great artists have said. My studio painted it. Anything that comes out of my studio is mine, right? I could say the same thing, or I could create a bio of the artist who helped me, or not just the artist. What if 5 different artists are helping me create a piece? What if it's a collective? What if it's not one single artist? What if it's 5 of them? I thought about all of this because I've seen working studios. And I love it because you're able to do greater things because you're not stuck to doing one thing. You're able to do like Auguste Rodin, right? Did Auguste Rodin sculpt anything? Was the architect a mason as well? And so all of those things, they are accepted without question, right? They're accepted in society without question. An architect can point to a building and put its name on it, right? And say, yeah, I did that. Well, I designed it. Well, my team designed it. Well, right? Hold on, what happened? Did you make that? No, actually, it was the Masons who did it. A group of Masons. Oh, okay, cool. But I designed it. No, wait, no, I didn't design it. My team designed it. Well, I curated the whole thing. I orchestrated the whole thing. Which one is it, right? You can't be what's his name? Frank Lloyd? Was it Frank Lloyd? The famous designer? Architect? You can't be that dude if you're laying bricks either. If you're also laying bricks. You got to choose one, right? And so I'm really excited about doing different things. What is it? Inkthor says, as long as our grandchildren can go to paintings to Sotheby's in 2078 and here, holy shit, you have a real Trujillo there. That's really going to be the only difference. all the work that came out of Raphael's studio. Raphael had 55, some people say more, 55 art assistants, right? Painters and people stretching canvases or whatever they were doing, panels, not canvases but panels, and on and on. He had over 50. Let's just put it that way, because some people say it was 55, some people say it was nearly 70, but he had over 50 for sure. It's been recorded. This is Raphael. This is a dude that died in his mid-30s. Okay, he had over 50 assistants in his studio. You never hear about that. When you think of Raphael, you hear Raphael. You imagine a lonely guy in his studio. Same thing with Michelangelo. Everybody imagines a lonely guy, and everybody's convinced that he painted all of that by himself because he liked to say that, which is not true, but he loved saying that because it added to his it boosted his ego. It made him feel good. But he loved saying that. As a matter of fact, he would say that Michelangelo would say that Raphael learned everything from him, and that Raphael kept copying him, even in his business ways. What did that mean by his business ways? Also, that Michelangelo also had a bunch of people helping him. How are you gonna do all those huge things? You know, but we like to believe that it was only one person. We always like to believe that it was one person. And so I want to do some big things, guys. But I don't know if I can do it all by myself. My wife says I can. She believes in me. I want to say I can too, but I also think, what if there's more of us? And now we're really doing something bananas. That makes me excited. And so I'm not doing that yet, my friends. By the way, I will let you know as we progress with that idea. But those of you who have an original painting by me, just rest assured, I painted it. No, I'm painting everything, guys. I'm not getting to that point. We're not getting anywhere near that point. But at some point, I would like to have some helpers, right? I would like to have some help, either helping me to start out with. But I do entertain that idea of the big artists, but to start helping me prepare large canvases, more help in my studio. There's only one Marcel. I would like to have 10 Marcels here. You know? I would like to have 10 of us. You know what I mean? But there's only one Marcel packaging artwork. And so I would like 10 of us. 10 of us packaging artwork here. If that makes any sense. Margaret says, I agree. I have a small collection. I love that. I'm just saying, you guys. I think it would be a super cool. Here, I gotta put my Tibetan singing bowls. Why do more? The question is always, why do more? I don't know. Why did I decide to paint 60,000 paintings and sell them on eBay? I don't know. It's something that drives me. I don't have to. I don't have to go get more help. I don't have to hire more people. It's not necessary. Right? It's not necessary for anything other than to fulfill a dream. The way I look at it is, if God gave you wings, fly around and enjoy them. You know, there's that one way of living. fly around and enjoy them. And then there's gonna be crazies like me who are gonna say, let's see how high I can fly with these wings. I'm gonna enjoy them too, but let me see how high I can fly. And there's also those. And I'm trying to play that game too. And who knows? It might work, it might not work. It's okay. But at least I went for it. You know. I want to have the satisfaction that I didn't dream about it and then let it go. I dreamed about it and then I went and did it. And I want full disclosure on everything. I want to show people the process the same way, just how I record every day here. I want to show people the process of what I'm doing. If I have artists here helping me fulfill my ideas. I have ideas for artwork that I've never even touched because I don't have time to do it. I have ideas for sculptures that I've never touched. I have ideas for mixed media that I've never touched because I can't fulfill it myself. I have orders that I've never finished because I can't fulfill them either. I had projects, big murals that I had to say no to. In California, in Arizona, I got invited to create large murals. And I'm like, oh man, if I only had other people helping me, I'd go and I'd orchestrate it and then let the artist finish the work. Then fly, damn it, right? And so that excites me. It gives me all kinds of goosebumps and say, you know, what an opportunity. What an opportunity to be able to paint and to be able to do something and to test the limits of what you can do. What is this thing? Kind of like runners, you know? I feel like kind of like runners who are like, could I run it a little faster? Could I run a longer distance? Oh, thank you so much, y'all. Uno más, you guys. Uno más. Uno más. And the simplest way of doing this right now, without bringing in more artists or anything, the simplest way of expansion, it's not the easiest, it's definitely not the easiest, but it's the simplest way, the path of least resistance, let's call it that, is why don't I work with other artists first? You know? And so that's why I've been reaching out to artists. I'm like, why don't I work with other artists and see if I can bring in more value to my buyers? Can I bring more value to them? I'm already bringing value to them with my work, but can I bring in Chris's work? Would they be excited if I bring Chris's work into the auctions? Would they be excited if I bring Diana's, you know, and other artists that I have lined up? Will they be excited if I bring some really great work and offer it at auction? I mean, you can go get that work somewhere else, but the thing is that each piece is going to cost no less than $1,000 anywhere else, right? Anywhere else, whether it's Saatchi Art, their website. At the very least, those pieces are gonna cost $500-$600, and I'm thinking about the little pieces, the small ones, in a gallery, at a Singular Art, at Etsy. That's on the low end, at the least. And so, can I bring him at auction and make something that we haven't seen in a long time, which is bringing high quality work to the auction. We have not seen that. Usually, when people do that, they do it only in the high end auctions, and then there's only a certain group of people that participate in those, in artsy.com and all those places. There's only a certain group of people that participate. You know who the people that are there that participate? People with very deep pockets are the ones who participate in those auctions. And I'm like, dude, on eBay, the whole thing is democratized. Anyone can participate. Virtually anyone. You don't have to have deep pockets. If you have them, great, good, you know. I want to hear from you. I want you to be there bidding. But you don't have to. You don't have to. You do not have to have deep pockets to participate in those auctions and get really amazing quality artwork by working artists that are trying to make an honest living. I get excited just thinking about it, guys. I don't know. We'll see. Only time will tell. Look at this. Oh, by the way, the idea of having artists in my studio at some point, I don't know what it will look like, but I don't see it any time like right away, right? I don't see it right away. I see something that I'm going to be progressing to. If I do it, I'm going to progress to it in a slow march, like a slow march, not March the month, and I don't want to do the same thing that every artist does, which is you got to paint in my style. I don't want to do that. I want to be able to explore different things. I want to do something different than what the modus operandi of the artist, which is I paint like this, therefore you're gonna. I don't want to do some medieval, some Renaissance. Renaissance was not medieval, but they still had a lot of thinking that way. I don't want to do any of that stuff. I want to do something different. I want to play with screen printing, lino cuts, wood cuts, photography, pottery, design, digital art. I want to play with all of that, and so I'm gonna need people if I want to play with all those things. Being a pluralist, right? In the art world, they call artists that have those visions. Not just in the artwork, but in the artwork, it's the word is known, right? The pluralists. The art is multifaceted. Artists that are doing many different things, not just painting or not just one style of painting. I'm not trying to be Claude Monet here. We already had Claude Monet. I want to do something new. I just don't know what it looks like yet. Another idea that I've had is I want to work with holograms too. I want to work with holograms. Holograms have always fascinated me. Whether they're holograms that come out of light or holography that is or holograms that are embedded on a flat surface. I want to play with that. One dude can't do all of that. There's no time for it. The restriction is time. If I was going to live 1,000 years, I might pull it off. Look at that. What's happening, Neiman? Well, I can do your digital art for you. See, I love that. I love that. Yeah, I've been wanting to get my hands on NFTs, but I can't find time to do it, you know? As much as I want to do it, I can't find time because I'm already busy with so many other things. And I'm like, man, I think artists, we got this thing wrong. We're trying to do everything ourselves. I don't think, I mean, there is that way of doing it, but I think that the way to do this gig is to do it how the big studios do it. The Jeff Koons, the Damien Hirsts, the Cosses. Look at Damien Hirst. How many people work in his studio? It's insane. Prior to the pandemic, Jeff Koons had over 100 assistants in his studio. And I'm like, why do all these a-holes have all these assistants, and I'm here painting by myself? Something wrong with this picture, man. By the way, it's not even fun being by yourself. I've proven that. It's pretty boring. You know, what if there's 100 of us in a studio and we're all shooting the shit and just having fun and doing the work and I don't know, getting together for pizza night and you know, I don't know, going to drinks together. Doing this big production, you know, creating sets for theater sets. Have a team that does murals. Have a team that does theater sets. Have a team that's doing NFTs. Have a team that's only working with digital media in order to create content to market. I don't know, guys. Call me crazy, but that's the way I see that one. That's the way I see that. And it might happen, it might not. I don't know. I may just be the artist who had big dreams, but did it all himself, right? Who knows? Years later, it might be something that was like, well, I thought that was necessary, but no, I don't like it. And then that's fine too. You know, that's fine too. You go do something, you try it out, you realize it's not it. Look, the worst thing that could happen is that I get back to I've told this to people over and over. The worst thing that could happen, the real worst thing that could happen is that I go back to my studio by myself, the way I started. It's not too bad. I'm not really in a bad place. I love it here. I'm just having dreams of expansion. I'm just having little dreams of expansion here. Sounds like a blast. That's what I'm thinking. Making music. Dude, imagine we had we would have like a drum set and guitars and we had jam sessions, jam nights. That'd be so awesome. Let's see. It even says, Jose, I need advice. I have so many commissions that makes me stuck. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, you're a giver and we appreciate it. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, so you have so many commissions that you feel stuck. All right, so you have what it's called analysis paralysis. Are you stuck because you're overwhelmed by the work, Or are you stuck because you're overwhelmed by the perfectionism of how you need to get them done? It's important, by the way. Okay, this question is important. Is it the work itself? Like the deadlines, the due dates? I want it before Christmas type of stuff? Or are you stuck because you think the painting needs to look a certain way and it's not coming out? And now the work is piling up and you can't move forward? It could be both too. I don't know. You could be stuck for both reasons. By work. Gotcha. Okay. Christmas. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Deadlines and okay. Gotcha. So what happened here is that you bit more than you could chew, which is a good thing, because now you know your limits. The way to do this, in order for you to not lose your sanity in the whole process, I think you can tackle it this way, Niman. I think you can tell people, look, I'm backed up by orders. I tell people this all the time. The fear is that that you might think that they want their money back or they don't want to do business with you anymore. No, that almost never happens. The reason why people are commissioning you is because they like you. They form a connection with you and they like you and they like what you're doing. 9 out of 10. And so you're gonna have to either step it up, okay, and then don't take more commissions right now, or take them. No. I take that back. What the hell am I saying? Why would I ever say that? No, take them, but now you're gonna have to space them. It's also going to make you look more, because you're more in demand. You're gonna be more professional. You might even be able to raise the price a little bit. Don't go bananas. Don't double the price. But you might even be able to raise the price a little bit. Maybe like a 10-15%. Okay. If you don't want to raise the price because it's too good right now, don't do it. Follow your gut. But you're gonna have to tell 2 or 3 people, hey, this painting ain't gonna get there by Christmas. Figure out which ones you can tell that to. Okay, the ones that are like, all that happened is you bit more than you could chew, and it's a good thing because you're finding out your limits, your limitations. You're finding out where your borders are at. Every commission that you take from now on, don't tell them I'll have it done by, because what you're telling them probably is you're telling them what it takes you to do the commission, right? So for example, if it takes me an hour to do a painting, a commission, a larger painting, let's say me, right? I'm gonna take my example. If it takes me an hour to do it, I can't be like, yeah, I'll have it in 3 days. Because I'm getting an average of 3 commissions a day, you know? And so it starts adding up with that and all the other things that I have to do. And so my modus operandi was, I'll have it ready in 3 weeks. It's not true. I found out that that's not true either for most cases. Some cases I'm able to do it, but for most cases, no. What I started finding out was that I had to start telling people it's gonna be ready in 35 days or in 40 days. And now you're gonna have to plan it out longer. It's going to make you look more because you're not faking anything. It's going to make you look more desirable. Every time you don't need the money, okay, you're desirable. Every time you move and you don't need the money. And so if you say I'll have it ready, and if you really need the money, you'll say things like I'll have it done by tomorrow. You know, it makes you look very desperate. But we all start somewhere, right? But then as you're learning, you start saying I'll have it done in 2 weeks. Depending on how long it takes you. Even if it takes you an hour, you should at least say 2 weeks. Because other things will come up. But if you're having all this work, I think that you have the luxury to be saying, I'll have it done in 40 days. But give them a date too. If it's getting that serious, that you're getting so much, open your calendar and place your each new commission in advance, at least 30 days in advance. And now that puts you on demand. Automatically puts you on demand or in demand. But yeah, you will have to tell someone that it's not going to get there by Christmas. It's also going to make you, it's not going to make you look irresponsible if you communicate. As long as you if you don't communicate, people will dislike you for it. But if you communicate, as long as you keep a tight communication, it won't make you look irresponsible. What makes you look is, it'll make you look busy. It'll make you look busy. People are gonna be like, "Oh, I'm dealing with a real artist here, right? I'm dealing with someone who's busy. I wish you would have told me that sooner." Da 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 da. But you know what? Things happen. I understand. And be generous, by the way, for those people that you're telling that. Be generous. What I mean by that, give them free shipping. I don't know. You have to use some sort of generosity. Usually, when I fuck up a commission, I'll give them a frame. I won't even tell them, "Do you want the frame?" No, I say I included the frame. But let's say that maybe you don't have capital for that starting out. Give them free shipping or something. Or send in a Starbucks gift card. Something. I don't know. It's got to be something generous, though. It can't be like, "I'm sorry." It could be in the beginning because you might not have funds for that in the beginning. But generosity always when you mess up, generosity almost always works. I got to add almost always works, because they know that you mean well. You're not trying to give them a headache. You're figuring out your business. There's no blueprint for it. You're figuring it out. Customer appreciation, absolutely. Yeah. And also in artwork, people know that artwork takes time. They already know that. Especially people that follow you. People following you closely, they know it takes time. They're not buying a pair of shoes from Zappos. Although the American buyer is very used to that. We're used to getting things yesterday. But you're talking about art. And where it's deceiving, it's that many of the working artists don't charge that expensive. Your work is not so expensive. I don't know if yours is. Mine is not that expensive, depending on who you talk to or what you're looking at. But it's more affordable, more than not, right? Especially if you're buying not a commission, an auction on eBay or something like that. But people know that they have to jump some hoops because it's art. Its nature already demands time and attention, because it's art. You're not like the way you package it and everything. It shows that you needed time for that. You didn't open a USPS box and just threw your thing in there and ship it out. That's not how we ship art. People that follow you, they know the process that goes into it. This is one of the reasons I educate and I communicate people, right? As much as I can. I'm always recording. I'm always showing what Marcel is doing, how my wife creates a larger box for a painting. I show all of that. I shoot that all the time out there so that people see, oh, okay, there's a process to this. There's a reason why when I'm here, I show the racks. I show the racks of paint. There's a drying process. That the first one is one rack. That's one drying process. That's a different drying process. And there's a process to it. There's a process to it. And as much as you communicate, sometimes the paint is not dry on the edges. If the paint right here on this edge is not completely dry, you could get a customer being upset, very upset. Or you could get, or if you don't know how to package when there's a bubble of paint somewhere, and then some people say, well, why do you ship it out if it's not dry? What most people don't know is that oil paint takes 6 months to cure, and so you ship it out dry to the touch but not cured. It takes time to cure. So when we ship paintings out, we inspect. Is there bubbles? Is there a lot of excess paint? Because I use thick paint. Is there excess paint on the corners? If there is, Marcel and Lisette are expecting. They're looking at it, right? And then they create this little corners for it so that nothing touches the painting, almost like a little floating box. And so they take all these precautions because it's a process. That's all I can say. It's a process. Neon says, I hang them paintings and people are coming to their company and want more. I love that. Dude, you got yourself something good going on. Don't stop. Don't stop. Keep moving forward with that. That's a sign. That's a sign. You're doing something good. You found the market. I would lean on that. I would lean on that. I would lean hard on that, by the way. If you're doing it with one or two places, you want to hear my advice? I don't know if you want to hear my advice or not, but I'm going to give it to you anyways. Become the person that feels your artwork in your city. When people think of your city, they think of you. When they think of the artwork, when they think of things on a wall in your city, they think of you. Don't lower the quality in the attempt to do that. If that means that you're going to lower the quality, then don't do it. The only way to do something is to, in my opinion, right? The only way to do something like that is to repeat something that is not easy. Gary Vaynerchuk calls this scaling the unscalable, right? You're going to go scale something that it's not easy to scale. If it takes you 5 hours to do a painting, and then you're going to go put it in a shop, then you have to take into account how many hours is that, how many shops can you take it to, how many places, and that's the business model. Scaling the unscalable. Don't go like, well, if I only took 1 hour to do it, then people might not connect with it. Try different things though. It's not like you can't try different things, but what I'm saying is don't water down something that's working. If it's working, just repeat it. Repeat it as much as you can. You're gonna get to a point where you're gonna have so much demand that you can expand and or raise the prices, or do both, right? Expand and raise the prices. The whole raising the prices thing, I'm very careful with that. Me personally. Because it's the natural thing that everybody wants to do. Raise the prices so that you do less. But the reason why people click with you is because you're in different places. That's really why they click with you. The main thing, right, is they like your work and you're in different places. My wife, Eric says, my wife used one of my paintings in her video background on a work Zoom call, and her boss was like, who done that and wants to buy it, lol. See, that's all we need. We need to show the work. That's all it's needed. The only reason we don't sell enough work is we're not showing it. What's happening? Good morning. Good morning. Really appreciate your advice. Great advice, Captain. Thank you so much. My friends, here's where we end this. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank you guys for kicking it with me and hanging out. And yeah, imagine if you're the only artist on Etsy and everybody else is selling, I don't know, pillowcases and little trinkets and I don't know what. Whatever they sell on Etsy, but you're the only one who's selling acrylic paintings, or you're the only one who's selling oil paintings, or you're the only one who sells landscape paintings or abstract paintings. Let's not even go that far, right? Let's say you're the only one who sells abstract paintings. No one else is selling. I'm not saying you're the only one who sells good abstract paintings. I'm saying you're the only one who sells abstract paintings, period, on Etsy. You would be selling millions of dollars worth of that. If you were the only one. The problem is that you're not the only one. So the attention gets split and everybody gets attention. Right? So what do? We're in the attention economy right now. What do? You got to show more often. Got to show the work. And if the work is good, it'll sell with more flow. Right? Good work is nothing but lubrication, guys. That's all it is. That's all it is. Very good. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Hey, stay well and sophisticated, people. Peace out. My name is Jose Trujillo. Tell them my name, guys. Don't let it end like this. Tell them I'm Jose Trujillo, the world's greatest living artist. But I'm here doing God's work and stuff. Peace out, everybody.